Okay, what's up, guys? So I deleted my other all of my other recording apps, and I guess for now I'm not gonna stream any videos anymore because it's too much hassle, and the videos always crash anyway, so it just makes it super hard for me. But what I am gonna do is I am gonna re-download all the copyright-free music that I used to use on my videos, and probably download a few more songs just so I can have something going on in the background, because I really like having some of those songs in the background. And let's just go over a team really quickly. I think Bart, or I'm gonna rename him to Ricky, the Shroomish, is about to evolve, and he's right now like the superstar of our team. We are gonna need, because it's really complicated, because he's a grass type, and he's more of a, like, Breloom is more of a physical attacker, so we are gonna need to give him some physical attacks, but for now, he's fine. The Leech Seed plus the Stun Spore and his ability, like, it's just a great combination, and he's a really good Pokemon. The only thing he's gonna be is 4 times weak to flying, and I think poison or bug, I forget. It's not gonna be 4 times weak, but he's still gonna be weak, and so is Lucy. Lucy has an adamant nature I didn't notice, so she's gonna be a great physical attacker as well. So our team is like it's a mixed bag, because these two, Lucy and Bart, are grass types, so they're special attackers, but they have he has an adamant nature, so he's gonna be more of a physical attacker. And this guy, when he evolves, specializes in attack, so it's gonna be really complicated for them. And next is Max. I didn't do any training, because Bart's still gonna be the MVP. And Quiet Nature, I don't remember what it boosts Quiet, but only has Metal Sound, Tackle, and Thunder Shock, so he still doesn't know Sonic Boom, so he's not gonna be as good for catching Pokemon. Then we have Karen, Poison Sting, and Near Absorb. Like, we have so many grass types on our team. And Peg, we still need Jolly Nature. Jolly Nature lowers special attack and boosts speed, so that's actually pretty good. So this one, Peg, when she evolves, is gonna be a really good Pokemon. I think, yeah, when I first started playing Pokemon, Pidgeot was one of my highest level Pokemon. I believe I got it up to level 72. And then my sister started a new game, and I got really mad. And here we go. So we're just gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go train at that beach area and maybe catch a Pokemon. We're gonna go to Sleeport, so hopefully we can catch a new Pokemon over here. Because we do need a male Pokemon. We have a couple of Pokeballs, so it should be fine. And if we don't find anything new, I believe there is a grass patch up north. Oh, but it's blocked off, yeah, so we can't actually access it yet. Here we go. So hopefully it's a new Pokemon, and it's a male. Oh god, this was the biggest mistake yet. I don't even want it, but we have to catch it. So Sunkern is, I believe, the base stat is one of the worst Pokemon in the entire game. And even when you evolve it into Sunflora, the stats are still terrible. Like, it doesn't. Oh man, we can only go out to Lucy. So Bart and Lucy, those are the only two that we can actually use to catch it. And we need a Sunstone on top of everything else. We need a Sunstone to evolve it. I'm gonna go for a Nature Power. Hopefully it doesn't kill. Earthquake? Yeah, it's dead. Oh, it's not very effective. It actually survived. Okay, so I'm gonna catch it. And oh my god, this is Sunkern is one of the worst, and we don't even have a Sunstone. There's no way to like gain access to a Sunstone. So we're just gonna be using a Sunkern if we ever want to use our Pidgeot. And we're gonna need to train that up because I said if we ever caught anything, it's kind of fitting though. Al was considered like a useless person and married with children, so it's kind of befitting that it was a Sunkern. But man, that's so rough. And the thing is, we have so many stone evolutions. It would be nice to have access to some of the stones, but we're just gonna make do with what we have. So I'm gonna heal one more time. And then we're gonna go into the gym. And I believe Bart's gonna evolve at the next level. I'm not 100% sure if he evolves at level 22, but that's my recollection of him evolving at level 22. So we're just gonna battle in the gym and see if we can get him to evolve. I like to fast forward because it just moves the game along at a faster pace. Oh no, we have a double battle. Double battles are really dangerous because they can double team on one of your Pokemon and they can just kill you really quickly. But you can also do like double team. I tried to learn Headbutt. That's a good move. I'm gonna get rid of Tackle for now. Or Stun Spore actually. Stun Spore is a pretty good move though because it causes paralysis, but let's see, what's a better move? Poison Powder? Poison Powder is good for battling, but Stun Spore plus like a confusion move. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of Tackle. Put Stun Spore is a really good move. Without like, here we go. So I believe that Bart's about to evolve. Oh, he didn't. So he doesn't evolve at level 22. Maybe it could be level 24 or it could be level 30. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what evolves that. We could go heal. We do have 6 on Mega Drain. Yeah, I'm gonna go heal actually. That level 13 Pidgey outsped my level 22 Shroomish. It just shows you how slow he is, but it kind of makes sense because it's a really like short Pokemon, so it's not that fast. So it's kind of interesting to see. And here we go. We're gonna battle. I think his name is Brawly. Yeah. And the reason why I didn't really train up is because we're at level 22, so most of the Pokemon aren't really gonna be as high a level as us. And we can beat most Pokemon with oh, this one's gonna be dangerous because it knows bite. So I gave it right. There you go. It was a pretty easy. Ooh, he was at level 23. Mach Punch. This is a good move. And like I was saying, well, it's not a great move, but it's a fighting type move. So he's a physical attacker. Mega Drain is a good move, but we have Leech Seed, so we don't really need it as much. And as he levels up, his attack should be higher than his special attack. So I'd rather have the fighting type moves than the grass type moves, just to give him a little bit more power. And they both do the same 40. So the Leech Seed is gonna be how he heals. So we're gonna go with Mach Punch. Yeah, so we're just gonna go and snatch up the experience share. And that's how I'm gonna train Pei and Al, because Sunkern is just gonna die to literally any move. So we're gonna need to really level it up. And we're gonna go back to Petalburg, get the experience share really quickly, and then go to Slateport and battle at the beach. Now I could train up my Max and Karen, but I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna deposit Max and Karen, and maybe we can get a better pair, because I really like Pidgey. We can look at his stats. Yeah, so you can see his attack is 70. What I've been saying, how his attack is way higher. So that's that's where it is, and the speed is 39, which is pretty nice, but it's not amazing. So I'm gonna start training up Peggy, and hopefully she doesn't die. She only has, she's weak to electric type moves, and I believe that every like flying type in the first generation was part. That's weird. I thought if you were in the same city, they couldn't call you, but yeah, all the flying types in the first generation were part normal. So, like, I think most of the basic bird Pokemon are actually part normal, except for Fletchling, which is flying, and fire, like a Charizard. That's why it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. This dude gives you something. No. But I do have to deliver the Devon goods or whatever, the spare parts. So, should we train up for a bit, or should I do it like off screen? Yeah, we're gonna train up a bit. Just so we don't solo run it. And I am gonna deposit Max and Karen. Wait, we do need to move our box. So these are all our dead Pokemon. We lost Elizabeth, the Larvitar, Michael, the Igglybuff, Bruce, the Tyrogue, Mom, the Cascoon, Star, the Magikarp. That was really sad. And Marco, the Togepi. And we have Karen here. And I'm just gonna store them in case we lose again. We have this backup pair ready to go. And we can keep the lock going, and all I have to do is train them up. And like I said, I'm gonna give Al the experience share because I'm not gonna use him at all. And if we do need to come out to him, I'd rather he be a higher level. So we're gonna buy 10 Pokeballs and 10 more. That's why I like to buy them, because if you buy 20 or whatever at a time, you don't get the extra Premier Ball. Yeah, so we're just gonna buy 2 more. Alright, so we're gonna go train in the forest for a little bit. And hopefully, wait, do we know Gust? I do not know Gust, but we're not gonna train in the forest until we learn Gust, because the Pokemon here are a little bit stronger. So yeah, I think we should be fine. It's just the thing about Pokemon games is you really have to grind your Pokemon up, because if you like, just how I lost in the first against the first gym leaders, because my Pokemon were really underleveled. So it's just an important part of the game where you just have to grind up, especially in Nuzlocke, because you can only capture 1 Pokemon per route. And with Wedlocks, like, it's a little bit like the rule on top of that, where I just went for the sand attack just so it wouldn't take any more damage. I think the first person to do a Wedlocke was a guy named Maryland. He's a YouTuber, and I used to watch him so many years ago, but he's stopped making like videos over the years, because he didn't think that it was worth like, I guess he's gotten over it since, I mean, he's been doing YouTube for maybe 10 years now, I believe. Like, he was one of the first Pokemon YouTubers, so kind of makes sense that he would like get tired of it. Yeah, so we learned Gus. But back then, he was like really entertaining. He still is today. He live streams some Pokemon. I think he's doing like a normal type run or something. I haven't really watched many of his videos these days, but I do check in once in a while, and he's still pretty entertaining. Oof. Everything does a lot of damage. Yeah, that's why I'm training Peggy, because as you can see, like, everything, any flying type is going to destroy like Bart and Lucy, and Bart is now 4 times weak to flying types. And not psychic. I don't think psychic is super effective against grass, but it's gonna be tough for Bart to be any flying type. So it's good to have Peggy on the team. Peg, I should say. And she's leveling up pretty quickly. I think she evolves at level 16 into Pidgeotto. When I used to play Pokemon Red, Pidgey was like one of the stars on the team. Recently though, I've gone away from using Pidgey because like it's a good all-around Pokemon, but I think Fearow is like, this is controversial, but a lot of people like it's Pidgeot is like your standard flying Pokemon. You catch it at the beginning of the game, and it levels up pretty quickly. And a lot of people don't like to train their Pokemon, so once you catch one and then you like start training it up, you don't really want to catch another Pokemon and then retrain that one up. But like if you're playing a Nuzlocke, like just having good Pokemon in general is better than not having good Pokemon. But I think that both Fearow and Doduo are actually better than Pidgey. And I believe I was watching a video the other day and they said that Dodrio is the best of the bird Pokemon you can catch in Generation 1, which I kind of agree with that, because it just has a better move pool and it learns some pretty decent moves. The thing about Gen 1 though is that like there's a lot of bugs and glitches, but if you're playing like a Fire Red remake of it, there's less bugs and stuff, but there's still no special split, so you have to keep that in mind when you're playing like Pokemon games. But the thing about it is like Pidgey's a good Pokemon, but it really lacks like a really high attack stat. It's just like your average. Like it's really average. And Dodrio has I think it has a really high speed stat. And in Gen 1, like the original games, speed was really important because that affected how much you would crit on your opponents. Like I believe Persian with Slash, every single attack was a crit. So having like your Pokemon critting all the time is super good. So just having the higher speed stat and plus the better move pool, like both Fearow and Doduo learn Drill Peck, and that's it's a really good move, as opposed to Pidgey learns Wing Attack. I believe that's its best flying move. I'm not 100% sure. Mirror Move, I think it does learn Mirror Move. But it's not the best. So just having like higher attack stats and speed, plus all of the different flying type moves, like. But if you're going for like the best Pokemon, like you don't really play Nuzlocke because in a Nuzlocke you play with what you get, and especially when it's random, you do hope for better Pokemon, but sometimes you get stuck with Sunkern, and sometimes you lose a Larvitar. Yeah, so we're gonna. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I'm gonna end it here. And yeah, I'm gonna do some more grinding and then I'll do the next part and we'll go to sleep part. So yeah, peace out and I hope you enjoyed it.